Welcome to this toolbox talk on excavation. Excavations are recognized as one of the most hazardous operations in the construction industry. In this toolbox talk, we will discuss about the requirements for excavations, the hazards associated with excavations, emergency situations that can occur, and general safety rules. Excavation cave-ins can cause serious and often fatal injuries to employees. These injuries and fatalities are preventable with planning and proper execution of safety precautions. We will now discuss about what are the requirements for excavation. An underground utility survey must be conducted prior to the start of any excavation. All employees working in an excavation must receive initial training. A competent person must be clearly identified for all excavations. This person must be knowledgeable in assessing soil conditions, the use of protective systems. The daily trenching or excavation log must be completed, and a copy must remain on site. The soil type must be identified by the competent person on site. Type A, clay, silty clay, sandy clay, clay loam, and cemented soils. Type B, angular gravel, silt, silt loam, and sandy loam. Type C, gravel sand, and loamy sand. We will now discuss about the excavation hazards. Falls into trenches or excavations. Tripping over equipment, debris, and spoil. Excavated material or other objects falling on workers. Exposure to underground services or overhead electrical cables. Unstable adjacent structures. Mishandled or poorly placed materials. Toxic, irritating or flammable, and explosive gases. Incidents involving vehicles and other mobile equipment. Hazardous atmosphere examples: presence of noxious gases, and lack of oxygen in atmosphere. Now, we will discuss about the emergency situations that occurs during excavation. Stop blocks can be used to stop plant getting too near the edge of the excavation, as this may cause collapse. Deep excavation should be treated as confined spaces and a gas test undertaken prior to entry. If the air monitor shows an unsafe atmosphere, respiratory equipment must be worn. No employee shall enter an excavation that contains standing or seeping water. We will now discuss about the general safety rules that we should follow while doing excavation. Before digging, make sure that the electric, water, gas and other services have been located and marked clearly. All excavations must be assessed, and where there is a risk the sides may collapse, they must be either timbered, or the side must be sloped to a safe angle. Ladders must be used for access and egress from excavations. Do not climb on the supports. Warning barriers must be placed around all shallow excavations, and scaffold or adequate barriers must be provided around deep excavations. All reinforcement starter bars in excavations must be protected to prevent the possibility of puncture injuries. Keep spoil heaps, materials, tools, and vehicles away from the edges of excavations. Ensure that helmets are worn at all times. With this, we end this toolbox talk on excavation. Thanks for your valuable time. Have a safe day.